If you were like me, you probably got an email at some point in time recently about DeckHD, and it probably went something like this.
And it's gone.
What's up, everybody, and welcome back to Joystick Ayrton. So this video is all about DeckHD, why I don't really care about it, why I think the community as a whole is wishy-washy on it, how it instantaneously disappeared, and much more. We'll also highlight a little bit of my GPD Win 4 nightmare that is currently just really weird. But DeckHD, what is it? Why does it matter? Does it concern you? And what does it mean for the future? So let's get started. So what is DeckHD? Well, DeckHD is a new screen for your Steam Deck. This thing comes in at $100 US, which isn't terrible considering the iFixit screen price somewhere fluctuates between 50 and 80 at times, depending on stock, if you can even find one, that is. But DeckHD is a new screen for the Steam Deck. It comes in at 1200p and it has much more vibrant colors. So it does a lot of what the plugins for the Steam Deck do, but to a much more drastic degree. So it's going to look awesome. You're also scaling your resolution up to 1200p, and you'll see things all over the Deck community. That's a great thing. That's a terrible thing. It is so widespread, just nonsense most of the time, but I'm going to tell you what that might mean for you. If you're playing indie titles, Dead Cells, or other indie-like games, maybe Dredge, it could be a number, Curse of the Dead Gods. A lot of these games will play flawlessly at 1200p with no issues, but let's say you're playing Baldur's Gate. You launch 1200p, you're probably going to be having some issues with that. Being said, that it really looks pretty bad on low settings at the 800p that comes on the original Steam Deck screen. So with that being said, it's situational for you. If you're playing only indie-like titles, hey, it might be awesome. If you're playing AAA titles, probably not so great, but you should be able to put that resolution back down to 800p. You can not worry about those plugins, have an absolutely beautiful screen with changing the resolution, and still be good to go. Maybe, just maybe, over here somewhere, this is my extreme rate shell swap that I was going to do, and in my head I was like, hey, I'm gonna wait, I'm gonna get DeckHD, we're gonna make a video about that, put it all together, and it's going to be awesome. Well, psych to me, because my email was only there for 3 minutes for the early subscribers mail list, and poof, they all vanished. And it felt like 2020 COVID graphics cards all over again, because I was one of those guys out there sitting at the Micro Center for 30 plus hours trying to get a card, and that's what the DeckHD screen felt like. For my use case scenario, unless there's an abundance of them, and you know, I can get one on launch, which I believe is August 29th, but I could be wrong. At the time of filming this, I'm not 100% sure, but I will make sure that I post a thing on the video there. But if there's a bunch of them and it's not inconvenient for me to just go buy one, I will probably still order it and do it when I do the shell swap. And the reason for that is when you're pulling this screen out, you have a tendency to crack it when you're doing that shell swap. So then I don't even have to worry about it. I just have a new screen. But there's another caveat with the DeckHD screen, and that is it will not run without a BIOS flash on your Steam Deck. So there's a bunch of different things to consider here. I personally think if you're hung up on a BIOS flash, but you're willing to take every single component out of the shell to get your screen out, or just the risk of taking the screen out in general and how hard it is compared to the rest of the shell swap, the BIOS swap or update is the easiest part of the entire thing. So I wouldn't get hung up so much on that. There's going to be a lot of videos on that and how to do it. So I wouldn't worry about that. I wouldn't be getting this screen to be playing any AAA titles or even AAA titles from 5 or 6 years ago at a 1200p resolution. You're going to be having a poor time. Frame rates are going to be really low. Battery life even lower. So if you're concerned about battery life, if you're playing AAA titles, it's probably not for you. But maybe you just want to try it. It's for enthusiasts. That's what's great about this. The DeckHD screen is just another piece of the puzzle as we keep getting more and more things in the space for the Steam Deck, the ROG Ally, the GPD Win series, the Win Max Minis, the Win Max 2. there's just so much coming out, so many different accessories, and I think it's a great thing. Whether you think it's stupid and you're not going to use it, and that's probably a large majority of people, it's still good for the overall marketplace, for the overall vibe, for the overall life of the deck and what might come for the Steam Deck 2. Hell, Valve's getting the opportunity for a bunch of people to beta test a nicer screen for them and see how it handles on younger or older hardware, where they can, take that data and put that towards the Steam Deck 2 or whatever they decide to do. So a lot of times it makes a big difference. For me personally, the deck's been in here, it's been docked, and I haven't really played it that much because I'm in the mix of this GPD win issue. I'm enjoying my Ally screen, and it's just all over the place. But I am going to do the shell swap. I'm going to wait and see what stock looks like for the screen once there's the official launch. If there is no stock, I'm going to go ahead and just do the shell swap and see if I save the screen. If not, I'll try to find one on iFixit. And that's kind of it. Let me know in the comment section down below if you like the DeckHD screen, if you're going to pick one up, what you think about the video and the channel in the comment section down below. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.